Yo, what's up? So, I was actually just sitting here looking at some DMs and also making or doing some follow ups when I realized that, oh shit, I need to do my YouTube video. And in today's video, I genuinely just want to share where I'm at today, like what I'm doing today, and essentially what comes with it. Because I don't have any topics for these videos. I genuinely just want to just see where it can take me with consistency by itself. So, as said, today I was just doing some DMs work and answering some new clients that we just got in, and some clients or people, prospects I can say, that are currently waiting to join. But actually, on that note as well, I want to show some of the follow-ups and how that work, because let me just share these right now. You can see, wait, I can just hold up my camera instead. Boom. So essentially, all of these, let me just put down my mic. All of the ones that you can see here, you can see welcome DM sent. All of these are people that I need to do follow up on, which is quite a lot of people. But not only those, we also have follow up Friday. It's not Friday today, but I should have done follow up on them on Friday. And then we have client, or I can do neutral first. This is just neutral leads. But then we have client hot list, where it's like the most warm people, I can say. And we have quite a few in here. And then we have also client warm list, which is like right underneath that again, which I also have to do follow up on today, which is February 17th, same as these ones. So essentially, I'm mostly gonna do client hot list and client warm list, but maybe I'll also just do the welcome DM sent people, unless my business partner has done those. But then also the follow up Friday, I essentially need to do some of those, although other ones have been sent to it seem like, and I need to do it on February 20th. So let me just change this angle again. So essentially, that's kind of like what it looks like from day to day, other than making content, of course. And it's basically all about just being in the DMs, because this is where 90%, or probably not 90%, 70% of the work is happening, because all of these DMs need to be answered in the first place, of course. But this is also where we get all the clients, of course. This is where we answer all the clients, answer all the new leads, and essentially also get or do follow-ups on the leads that you just saw. So yeah, it's a lot of work in just doing follow-ups and all of that. And of course, you can take the lazy way and just integrate AI into it. But it's also not a lazy way. It's probably leverage, but me and my business partner is really like hard on the fact that we want it to be authentic. Like, sure we can like build out a site, or we can have an account on a site where I can just leverage it and just have AI answering all of this, and have like basically bots that are just answering this instead of ourselves or different appointment setters. But like, where's all the authentic things in your business then? Like, sure, you can do the one-on-one authentically, like be normal human to human instead of robotic or AI stuff there as well. But if you start like putting down, or essentially just dropping your core fundamentals in your business and just leveraging AI in it, then it's like, does it really make sense anymore? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say here? I'm not putting any bad mentions or anything like that on AI, but it's just like, you really want to be authentic in this day and age, and you simply cannot be that fully when you just start like putting down tasks that you've been doing since day one, essentially. So that's kind of like my thought about it, or thought process about it. And I think that's just how to operate if you want to be authentic and keep it human in this day and age. So yeah, that's essentially the way to go, I think. Other than that, there's not much that I do. I'm gonna keep it 100%. I record content, I do follow-ups, I track ads, I track leads, and that's basically kind of like the process that I do. And also I give content ideas for clients. And that is also like, the way that I do that is I essentially just go on go on Instagram, like, because I can doom scroll and look for content, but I don't do that. And I also don't leverage AI with scripting content or doing anything like that, because obviously I want to keep it authentic, and you can clearly see that this is not scripted because it's fully off track. But yeah, in terms of the content side of things, when it comes to that, then it's also about keeping it authentic again. Like, when I look for content ideas for clients, I also use that for myself, essentially. So I'm not gonna like keep myself one step ahead of my clients constantly, like what you usually do, where it's like, yeah, my content is always one step ahead, and I keep sure that my clients is always like one step behind me, so I constantly have something to teach them again, or something to show for and stuff like that. I get that sort of thing when you are a mentor and you want to just be better than your client and constantly have something to show for, and and really just teach, so you constantly have that like milestone or level above the clients itself. But I think that in this I said many times now, in this day and age, you just gotta keep it authentic and basically just show what you're doing yourself, and then just make sure that your clients also get that authentic part, because you can be one step ahead always, but like, why? Like, why should you? Like, what do you gain from that, especially now? So yeah, I think authenticity is probably the best thing that you can do, and keep it as, because it's literally the way people will resonate with you. So, and especially I think just scripting videos now is just fully off track, like fully off, like it sucks. I'm gonna be honest, like it's not worth it at all. And you can, if you just go on Instagram right now and you go to the Reels tab and you start scrolling, you can see people clearly just not reading, or yeah, just not reading from a script. Like, no one no one cares about that anymore. It's simply just keeping it authentic again. It's kind of like system, almost like where it's like you start at the bottom where it's like authentic and all of that, but now recently we've been on like all of the editing stuff, and being like really scripted, all of that, and now essentially we go back down to baseline again, where it's like authentic, and then it probably builds up again, because like, I don't know when, I can't like predict it, but sometime the authentic part again will be boring. So then you gotta like start editing or start scripting or do something with it again, and then that will be boring again. And then you need to take it to the next step where you start showing stuff, like doing Miro boards or having something to show for, which you also can do in the authentic part. But then you also have it scripted, where like it's everything written down and predictable in the video. And then you have like the ultra edited and highly edited, which is like, yeah, essentially the top of the thing, and then it like goes down the baseline again. It's kind of like it's kind of like how everything works, I would say. Like, it's almost like a routine. I don't know the specific word for it, but it's like it's basically just like a system. Like, it goes in a circle, baseline, and then milestone 1, milestone 2, milestone 3, baseline, milestone, and then like it just goes like that in a circle. I don't know the word for it, but yeah, essentially that's how my days goes. It's probably boring for some, but it's also the most important thing in our business, which is also fun, because I don't take the sales calls. I maybe some of them I jump on, but my business partner is the main like face of the business, or face of the brand. So he is like taking all the sales calls and stuff like that. So that is kind of like the downside with it, right? Because when I text the people having conversations in DMs, I don't really know how it goes on the sales calls. I just gotta sit there and hope that he closes them, and that sometimes can be a bit of an annoying thing. But yeah, that's just business, isn't it? So yeah, now I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna do some more work. I'm gonna eat some lunch, and then I'll catch you guys in the next episode. So make sure to subscribe. Drop a comment as well what you think of this series so far. Obviously, it's just a second episode or second video, but still, let me know. See you next one.